Welcome to LMU Community TV News. I'm Allison Barnett. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at the stories we have for you today. One local business is appealing a Middlesboro zoning ordinance that could prevent them from opening at a new location. Blue Mountain Medical Center was set to open on Cumberland Avenue, where they were notified that they cannot operate at the new location due to zoning and ordinance restrictions. In August, the Middlesboro City Council passed an ordinance that prevents substance abuse clinics from opening within a 1,000-foot radius of any state licensed operator, regulated school, public park, or playground. Both Blue Mountain Medical Clinics currently operate at 1814 Cumberland Avenue. The Board of Adjustments and Variances will hold a public hearing regarding the appeal on Tuesday at 2 p.m. at Middlesboro City Hall. Citizens from Claiborne and the surrounding counties traveled to Springdale Elementary School to support a local fire station on Saturday. The 15th annual Springdale Volunteer Fire Department Car Show was held on the weekend with more than 120 vehicles on site. The event is held each year to help with the expenses of the fire department and also helps fund larger items such as trucks and personal protective equipment. The proceeds from this year's car show will help pay for a 1991 21-gallon tanker truck that the fire department just purchased. Anything left over will go towards the operation of the fire department. A Pineville man was arrested on drug charges Saturday morning. Just before 4 a.m., Bell County Dispatch received a complaint in regard to a blue Chevrolet Trailblazer on Jones Avenue in Pineville. Officer Brandon Hollingsworth arrived at the scene, where he made contact with the driver, 45-year-old Donnie Rutherford, who was standing outside his vehicle. After seeing a visible baggie containing marijuana inside the car, officer was given probable cause to search. Rutherford admitted to possessing methamphetamine. After further inspection, Officer Hollingsworth found the drug inside a container between the driver's seat and the center console. Rutherford was placed under arrest and was transported to the Bell County Detention Center. He was booked on charges of first-degree possession of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana, and he was served an outstanding Bell County bench warrant for violation of probation on a theft by unlawful taking charge. Now let's take a look at your community calendar of events coming up over the next couple of weeks. The town of Cumberland Gap will be hosting a pumpkin carving contest. You can bring your own carved pumpkin to Festival Park by 6 o'clock p.m. on Monday, October 9th. First place will receive $50 plus a 1-hour dance party from the Pineapple Tea Room. The second place winner will receive $25 plus a $25 gift certificate from Gap Creek Coffee House. And third place will receive $25 plus a large specialty pizza from Angelo's in the Gap. All remaining participants are eligible for a chance to win one of 2 additional prizes of $25 each. Trick-or-treat hours on Halloween in the Gap will be held from 5 to 8 p.m. LMU's annual Celebrate Appalachia Festival, set for October 12th through the 13th, will showcase the beauty, history, and talent of the mountain culture. The festival will kick off on Friday, October 12th, with a bluegrass performance by Back Porch Grass at the Abraham Lincoln Library and Museum's Arnold Auditorium at 7 p.m. October 13th will feature numerous activities such as a beekeeping demonstration, nature walk and geo-coaching, and many more. Events, times, and locations can be found on Lincoln Memorial University's Facebook page. For more information on the festival, contact wanda.eldahan at lmunet.edu or call 423-869-6023. Now, as a look at your community calendar, we're now moving on to your LMU Community TV News 5-day weather forecast. Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a temperature of 63. As the day progresses, the temperature will increase to 80 with a 10% chance of rain. Looking at your 3-day planner, Wednesday morning will bring some showers with a 40% chance of rain and a high of 76. Thursday will have rain showers throughout the day with high temperature of 66 degrees. For your 5-day planner, the sun will be back in time for the start of the weekend with only a 10% chance of rain and a high of 60 degrees. Now, as a recap of your 5-day weather forecast, but stay with us, as coming up after the break, Brandon Burke will be bringing you your sports report right here on LMU Community TV News.
What do we know about learning? It takes place beyond the pages of a book. We learn by exploring, by trying new things, by connecting, by sharing. We learn by taking chances and dreaming big. At Lincoln Memorial University, learning is beyond the books. It's everywhere.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck?
Oh, jeez.
It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah. Bro?
Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shields, and I'm a physician and the medical director at LMU Medical Clinics. This is a brief announcement about keeping LMU and you healthy during the upcoming flu season. Influenza, or flu for short, is a virus that causes fever, body aches, and upper respiratory symptoms like cough, runny nose, and sore throat. It is transmitted through the air and can even be spread on objects touched by someone who has the flu. The virus spreads easily from person to person and is most active from October through March. There are 3 things you can do to prevent becoming ill with the flu. First, get vaccinated. The most effective way of preventing the flu is to get the flu vaccine every year. The vaccine does not give you the flu or make you sick. The vaccine may not be 100% effective, however, it does offer significant protection and lessen the symptoms should you get the flu. The CDC recommends everyone 6 months and older be vaccinated before the flu season begins. Number 2, wash your hands. Stop the spread of germs and protect yourself with frequent hand washing with soap or alcohol-based hand sanitizer. And third, if you are sick, stay home. Should you become ill with flu-like symptoms of fever, sore throat, cough, limit your contact with others. Schedule an appointment as soon as possible with LMU Medical Clinic or your healthcare provider. There are antivirals that may be indicated if started within 48 hours of symptoms. Stay home until you are fever-free for 24 hours without over-the-counter medications like Motrin or Tylenol. I'm Dr. Shields, and this has been a brief announcement about keeping LMU and you healthy during the upcoming flu season.
Welcome back. Thanks to a stingy defensive effort and an overall gritty performance over the weekend back inside the Mary Mars Gymnasium, the Lincoln Memorial women's volleyball team came away with a 1-1 record on Friday and Saturday, knocking off Coker in straight sets before competing heavily with Wingate the next day, falling in 4 sets. The Lady Rail Splitters stayed consistent in Friday evening's match with the Cobras, achieving a nice bounce-back performance after a pair of road losses the previous weekend, moving to 8-0 in Harrogate thanks to final scores of 25-20, 25-23, and 25-16. With a team total of 37 kills on a .210 hitting percentage, Riley Storms and Kai Wiesman led the way with a combined 18 kills and 6 blocks, 9 and 3 apiece. After returning from injury to close last weekend at Lenoir-Rhyne, freshman Emma Flowers secured 7 kills on a sizzling .375 hitting clip. Fellow freshman Emily Walter leading all players with 33 assists and 16 digs. Senior libero Erica Whitaker locked down a match-high 20 digs in the straight-set sweep over Coker to get back into the winning column, holding the Cobras to a mere 44 attack percentage, picking up win number 9 on the year and number 5 in South Atlantic Conference action. Saturday afternoon proved to be a much taller task for Lincoln Memorial, however, as the undefeated Wingate Bulldogs stormed the Mary Mars Gym to hand LMU their first home loss of 2018, despite the Lady Rail Splitters competing tooth and nail with the 11-time league champions. Totaling 43 kills on a 167 hitting clip, Lincoln Memorial was unable to slow down the Bulldogs in the end, who raced out to 59 kills with a .257 attack percentage. Even though Wingate emerged victorious in the opening two sets, 25-20 and 25-17, LMU battled back in set 3, giving the Bulldogs just their 7th set loss all year, the first set taken off Wingate by the Lady Railsplitters in 2 seasons, 25-20. The visitors regained their composure in the 4th stanza for a 25-15 match-clinching final. Sophomore Alicia Kessler leading the charge for the Blue and Gray with 10 kills on a team-best 409 clip. Storms and Flowers chipped in 9 kills each. Wiesman and Tone Gill added 7 apiece. Walter once again led the team in assists with 37, and Whitaker once again leading the team in digs with 23. Unable to slay the Wingate Beast on Saturday, Lincoln Memorial heads right back to SAC play this Tuesday, staying at home to face off against the Eagles of Carson Newman for a 7 p.m. opening serve. The LMU Sports Network will have full coverage of the in-state rivalry through LMURailsplitters.com as Lincoln Memorial keeps fighting their way through the league standings for another conference test off the heels of a mixed weekend. Saturday afternoon marked another edition of the LMU Wingate series on the soccer field, with the Bulldogs making the trip to Harrogate for the first home doubleheader for Lincoln Memorial in 17 days. The long wait paid off in a huge way, beginning with the Lady Railsplitters' goosebump-inducing double overtime triumph by a 1-0 final score, the school's first win against Wingate in 11 years. Snapping a 12-game losing streak to the Bulldogs in the most exciting way imaginable, a 106th-minute goal, courtesy of junior college transfer Itzel Ballesteros, the Los Angeles native corralled an assist from Michaela Vang 6 minutes into the second OT period, emphatically ending the intense contest on an ultra-high note. Shot attempts came early and often for both teams on Saturday among the Heat, LMU finishing 6 better than Wingate overall at 21-15, including a 6-6 tie in shot on goal opportunities. The Bulldogs proved to be the early aggressor on offense with a 10-4 lead in shots over the first 45 minutes, although the Lady Railsplitter defense didn't break throughout all of regulation and beyond, tallying their 6th shutout victory of the year out of the team's 7 wins in all. Outshooting Wingate 17-5 after the halftime break, Lincoln Memorial's persistent game plan finally paid dividends after 106 minutes without a single score, Ballesteros recording her 7th goal of the year, 2 behind the leading Lady Railsplitter, Jessica Crivero, who has 9. The unquestioned star of the show on defense, instrumental in helping LMU preserve the W, was junior goalkeeper Anne-Marie O'Connell, making 6 saves on the day, including 5 in the first half, and after picking up the most emotionally charged win of 2018 and with some conference momentum rolling at full speed, Lincoln Memorial returns to action this Saturday, visiting Lenore Rhine in Hickory, North Carolina. And the LMU men's soccer club must have been inspired by the ladies' shutout over the Bulldogs, because the Railsplitters enacted the same result to Wingate later on Saturday, blowing out their SAC foe 3-0, Lincoln Memorial's first win in the series since 2011. Breaking the curse over the Bulldogs and doing so in dominant fashion, LMU outperformed the visitors 19-12 in total shot tries, next to an 8-5 shot on goal distinction. Junior defender Alan Brandow wasting no time in getting the Blue and Gray on the board, converting an assist from freshman Danilo Seglio in just the 3rd minute to give the Railsplitters a lead they would never relinquish. Upon riding that 1-0 lead into intermission, the Bulldogs certainly didn't help matters in the 50th minute, going down in the books as an own goal to push the Lincoln Memorial lead to 2-zip. 18 minutes after Wingate's friendly fire, the Railsplitters put the match to bed behind junior midfielder Felipe de Souza, the primary assist maker, striking a goal of his own to account for the 3-goal W. Moving to 5-2-2 overall with a 3-1-1 South Atlantic Conference resume, LMU equals the women's squad in terms of picking up their 2nd victory in a row and grabbing some much-needed league momentum awaiting this Wednesday's next tune-up. In what will be the final non-conference meeting of 2018 for the Railsplitters, another home first touch is on deck in the middle of the week when North Georgia strolls into Harrogate at 3:30 p.m. Much like the women's volleyball matchup with Carson Newman the evening before, the LMU Sports Network will have video of the entire contest against the Nighthawks on www.LMURailsplitters.com, the ultimate destination for everything Lincoln Memorial athletics related through the entire fall semester. And with the 2018 high school football season blazing through in no time, another weekend slate of games highlighted Friday night under the lights. And with playoff preparations beginning to unfold, let's take a look at what went down on the gridiron with just 3 weeks left in the regular season. Starting with the Volunteer State, the Cumberland Gap Panthers rebounded from last week's lopsided loss at Wartburg to pick up a blowout win of their own, thumping Jellicoe at home by the score of 48-0, moving CG to 4-3 and dropping the Blue Devils to 1-6. The third straight time that JHS has been held scoreless. A return to Jacksboro meant a fourth win on the year for the Campbell County Cougars after gaining the forfeit against Powell the week prior, handling Carnes 43-21, and the same can be said for Granger back in Rutledge for a 46-14 dissection of Chucky Doak, the Grizzlies' third win in a row and fourth overall. In a Tennessee-Kentucky crossover, the Hancock County Indians were no match for the Thomas Walker Pioneers in Sneedville, a 47-6 final decision in TW's favor, dropping Hancock County to 3-5 and improving the Pioneers to 5-2. Meanwhile, the Union County Patriots have now surrendered back-to-back losses after nearly winning 4 consecutive, falling to juggernaut Elizabethton 54-13 on the road. And the Claiborne Bulldogs were in the middle of their bye week, desperately searching for some late-season answers at 1-6. In the state of Kentucky, while the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets were in the same scenario to that of Claiborne in an off week with only one win to their credit, coincidentally over the Bulldogs themselves, the Bell County Bobcats kept on rolling to their 7th straight victory, staying perfect by stomping Clay County 72-14. And after a white-hot 4-1 start to the year, the Pineville Mountain Lions have stumbled to a third straight defeat, succumbing to a 65-26 beatdown at the hands of the unblemished Lynn Camp Wildcats. And lastly, in the Commonwealth state, while Thomas Walker was busy roughhousing Hancock County, the Lehigh Generals couldn't gain any traction against the Union Bears, losing on the road to their arch nemesis 42-7, dropping to 2-4. LMU Community TV Sports will have an outlook of all the upcoming Week 9 matchups later this week, Wednesday to be exact, so be sure to stay updated on all the latest developments in the region. And in a highly dramatic Saturday of NCAA football, the Kentucky Wildcats ventured into an unfamiliar venue in Week 6, battling the Aggies of Texas A&M in College Station, while the Tennessee Volunteers were taking the week off for their bye. Meeting Texas A&M for only the third time in history, the first time since the early 1950s, and looking for their best start since that same decade, UK was stopped just shy of completing that mission, suffering a 20-14 overtime loss to their Southeastern Conference counterpart, the Wildcats' first loss of 2018. In a defensive slugfest, something that Kentucky has gotten used to this season, the scoreboard read a 7-7 tie after 2 quarters, and with the Aggies racing out in front early in the fourth to go up by 1 score, a miraculous 40-yard fumble recovery by Darius West to the end zone with 4 minutes on the clock sent the game to extra time. In the OT period, the Wildcats committed a crucial mistake after miscalculating a 43-yard field goal attempt, leaving Texas A&M to find their third score of the night moments later on a 10-yard rush, ending the game in heartbreaking fashion for Kentucky. Now at 5-1 overall with a 3-1 SEC record, the Wildcats have slid 5 spots down in the latest AP rankings to the number 18 position following the tight loss, and will have to wait another extra week before hitting the field again, a bye week upcoming for the Big Blue. Meanwhile, Tennessee will be back in action this Saturday for Week 7, making the trip to Auburn, Alabama, taking on the 21st ranked Tigers at 12 o'clock noon on the SEC Network. And at the conclusion of the weekend, the 2018 NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series playoff rolled into Dover, Delaware for the Gander Outdoors 400 held at the Dover International Speedway. With the unpredictability of the playoff format on full display once the green light shined on Sunday, Chase Elliott's number 9 vehicle crossed the finish line first as the victor, outlasting Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano, who rounded out the top 3. Eric Jones and Kurt Busch followed behind in pursuit of Elliott to no avail to finish out the top 5 from Dover, leaving the Chase standings where they now sit. Elliott now the leader thanks to his victory lane performance. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch, the most consistent drivers of 2018 in the regular season, file in behind Elliott at the 2 and 3 slots, while Martin Truex Jr. and Joey Logano complete the top 5. Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Eric Almirola, and Clint Bowyer sit on the outside looking in as the playoff keeps on churning, and with only 6 races left on the Monster Energy Cup schedule, the Chase enters the Talladega Superspeedway next Sunday, October 14th, kicking off the 1000bulbs.com 500. And that is all for sports over a crowded weekend, but stay tuned as more LMU Community TV news is coming up right after this.
So we were walking to school. I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have another bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. We're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
One in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Thanks for watching LMU Community TV News. I'm Allison Barnett, and have a great evening.